What up all, this is Just Rob Tech and this is the SubZero DB30 broadcast dynamic microphone currently being sold by justformusic.com for the price of £99.99. So with it being a dynamic microphone, it wouldn't need to use phantom power like your traditional condenser microphone would do. I've currently got it running through my PreSonus Studio 26C interface at 3 o'clock on the dial. The specifications are, now this is going to take me a while and I'll probably just stick some cuts in because this is, I think everybody needs to see this. I'm going to try and read one of the specifications out. I've messed up so many times. I was going to delete half the cuts. I'm just going to keep them in because this is hilarious. So it is a Hyper Cardioid polar pattern. A Hyper Cardioid. Hyper Cardioid. Oh my god. Right. Okay. A Hyper Cardioid. A Hyper Cardioid. A hyper microphone. There we go. It's a sensitivity of minus 56 dB to 3 dB gain. Output impedance 250 ohms. It's got a low cut and a mid cut switch on the back of it. It's also, obviously, it's XLR. It weighs 675 grams. And, you know, Hyper Cardioid polar pattern. There we go. Did it. And smashed it in one go. So as you can hear, and plosive rejection is probably not the greatest. It's not the worst. It's definitely not the best. As you can see, if I get right on top of the microphone, Paul picked up Peter from the post office. They popped to the pub. They bought some pints and some pickled eggs. They then popped to the curry house, bought some poppadoms. They then popped home, had some more pints, and got themselves some good old pancakes. Oh yeah. You can see that the plosive rejection is not the best. But if we put the windsock on, the windsock, there it is. All picked up Peter from the post office. They popped to the pub. They bought some pints. They then popped home to the curry house. They bought some poppadoms. They then popped home, got themselves some pancakes, and had some more pints. Paul and Peter had a flipping great night. I ain't being funny. But you can see that the windsock is definitely helping. So yeah, that was my my plosive test. You know. Nothing complicated, just about Paul and Peter and going to get some pints and some poppadoms and some pancakes. So what else do you get in the box? Well, you also get the shock mount. I actually quite like this shock mount because all it is basically, the rest, most of it's rubber, and then you've got some screws each side of the microphone to tighten in to make it obviously tightened up for the microphone. You can obviously use this with other microphones as well, but I really do like this shock mount. It's one of the best I've ever used, and I've used a few now when you get them with microphones, but this is definitely a really good shock mount. I like it. I like the windsock as well. I mean, this is a pretty chunky boy of a microphone, so the windsock is pretty hefty. You probably would be able to use this on mostly any mic, really. I mean, judging by size, so like think of any of the real big sort of broadcast microphones. But yeah, I like the packaging. I thought the stuff you get in it was really good. Obviously the shock mount's great. You obviously the windsock pretty damn good, nice and thick. I mean, if you take this off, so show it to the camera if you can pick it up. Pretty chunky windsock. So yeah, pretty damn good. So now we're going to do some comparisons to some other microphones that I've got, so stay tuned. But first of all, this is the SubZero DB30. Here's how it sounds. The next microphone that we got is the PreSonus PD70. This is one of my favourite mics. I love this microphone, absolutely, really love it. It's a great microphone. So here's how that sounds. The next microphone that we have is the SE Electronics V7. This is a dynamic microphone, absolutely amazing mic. I love it. I always wanted it ever since seeing it on most of the microphone reviewers. I think it's a great microphone, one of my favourites. I don't really like this windsock I bought for it. I bought these windsocks for some of my microphones for like literally £2, and the quality is pretty shocking. So I need to get some better ones. But here's how the microphone sounds in comparison to the SubZero DB30. And the next microphone we have is my good old favourite, the Behringer XM8500 Ultra Voice dynamic microphone that I literally bought a couple of years ago now for £17.99. It is an absolute beast of a microphone. It's survived everything. And like now it's gone up to like £25 I see, but this was like, you know, Behringer's like rip off of the Shure SM58. And it was like £17.99, but now it's like gone up to about £25. But absolutely amazing mic, I absolutely love it. But here's how it sounds in comparison to the DB30. And as an absolute different, this is the Rode M2. Now, the difference between this and the other microphones that I'm doing a comparison is this is actually a condenser microphone, so it does need phantom power. I love this microphone. I had it for a few years now. I think it's a great microphone. It's a nice, like, difference between, obviously, most dynamic microphones, it being a condenser. But here's how the microphone sounds. This is a Rode M2, and we're going to switch back to the SubZero DB30 now. And then just like that, we switch back to the SubZero DB30. So here's how the microphone sounds in comparison to the other microphones we just listened to. Now, my final thoughts on this is I think it's a great microphone. It's a very decent alternative to obviously the PD70 that I just showed you. And obviously a lot of the other £99 to £100 broadcast dynamic microphones. So think the, the AT2040, which I'm going to purchase soon because I want to look at that microphone. Obviously the Rode Pod mic, which I also want for my collection. But yeah, I love this microphone. I think it's great. The only thing I don't like at the moment is the Rode PSA1. This little annoying thing here is tightened to the point I can't get this off. So I need to get myself a new microphone stand soon because I've had annoyances with this boom arm for years, and I didn't want to swap it out because I paid so much money for it. But that's a different topic completely. We need to go back to talking about the microphone. As I said, I love this microphone. I think it's great. I would definitely recommend anybody purchasing enough who wants to get into content creation without spending too much money. So obviously for this microphone, great, perfect. I like it a lot. How do you think? What do you think of the microphone? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, drop a like. If you want to see more, leave a subscribe, and I'll see you soon, people. Thank you very much for watching.